In this video, we're going to look at 7 words connected with social issues. And here are the 7 words: inequality, deprived, elite, redistribute, privilege, underprivileged, multicultural. And here's the first word: inequality. Inequality. Social inequality is the difference in social status or wealth or opportunity between people and between different groups of people. So here in this picture, you've got 2 groups of people. You have the old man at the bottom and the 3 young women on the right. There's a social inequality between them. The young women have lots more opportunity, more wealth than the older man. So inequality means unequal. So for example, people are raising concerns about increasing social inequality. Our policies aim to reduce inequality. There is still significant inequality between the sexes in many European countries. So we can have social inequality, inequality in something, so inequality between things, and if you want to get rid of inequality, you can tackle inequality. And some synonyms for the word: inequity, injustice, disparity. So disparity between different social groups. The next word is deprived. Deprived. Deprived people, or people from deprived areas, do not have the things that people consider to be essential in life. For example, acceptable living conditions, good living conditions, or a decent education. So, for example, they are probably the most severely deprived children in the country. There are considerable problems associated with life in a deprived area. He endured a deprived childhood, but ultimately found success and happiness. Some common collocations: deprived area, deprived neighbourhood, deprived childhood, deprived upbringing. So deprived. Deprivation is the noun that comes from deprive. So deprived. Underprivileged is a common synonym: destitute, disadvantaged, and needy. Needy. Here's the next word: elite. Elite. This is pretty much the opposite of underprivileged or deprived. This is for the top, the people at the top of the pyramid, if you like. So elite, you can refer to the most powerful, the richest, the most talented people within a particular group or place or country as the elite. So the elite go at the top, the political elite, for example, the wealthy elite. The country was ruled by a wealthy elite. The governing elite are often out of touch with ordinary people. The debate is dominated by an intellectual elite. We often talk about a governing elite or a political elite. An elite often rules a country, and you can challenge the elite. And you might have more than one elite, so elites. Elitist is the adjective, and elitism is a noun. So some synonyms. The elite is often the same as the establishment. So the governing or the wealthy parts of society is the establishment or the ruling class. Sometimes oligarchy as well. Oligarchy is a small group of people who run a country. Here's the next word, redistribute. Redistribute. So if something such as money or property or land is redistributed, it is shared among people or organisations in a different way. So money is moved around to other people. So it's moved from the way it was previously to different people. So it means distribute again, of course. So wealth was redistributed more equally after the revolution. Taxes can be used to redistribute income. And the communists embarked on a program of land redistribution. The third sentence is a noun here, redistribution. So you can redistribute wealth, or land, or income, or power. And as a noun, as a verb, redistributes, redistributing, redistributed. Redistribution is the noun. And some synonyms, reorganize and shift, move. The next word is privilege. Privilege. A privilege is a special right or advantage that only one person or one group has. So, for example, the Russian Federation has issued a decree removing special privileges for government officials. Members of Parliament enjoy special rights and privileges. Member nations of the European Union have mutual trading privileges. And you can grant a privilege or you enjoy a privilege. But you can also abuse a privilege, and you often have special privileges too. So privileges, you can be privileged as well. That's the adjective, privileged people. And some synonyms, benefit, advantage, entitlement, right. Underprivileged is the next word, underprivileged. So we've had privileged, now underprivileged. So underprivileged people have less money, fewer possessions, fewer opportunities than other people in society. So this boy here, he's an underprivileged boy, has very few possessions. So underprivileged. Not unprivileged, we say underprivileged instead. So for example, this charity helps underprivileged children learn to read. Government cuts had a great impact on underprivileged families. The inner city was a ghetto for the underprivileged. We often talk about an underprivileged child or family. You may come from an underprivileged background. And when we talk about underprivileged people in general, we say the underprivileged. And some synonyms: poor, impoverished, disadvantaged, needy. And the next word, multicultural. Multicultural, which means consisting of or relating to people of many different nationalities or cultures or racial groups. So here you've got a multicultural procession of people, different flags showing the different nationalities. You've got people from different cultural and ethnic and racial groups. It's multicultural seen here. Many cultures, it means many cultures. So for example, there are many advantages for children growing up in a multicultural society. The school curriculum takes a multicultural perspective. Many neighbourhoods in large cities contain multicultural communities. So you can have a multicultural society or a multicultural community, multicultural approach, multicultural curriculum. So multicultural. Multiculturalism is a situation in which all of the cultures within a country have equal rights and opportunities. And it can also refer to policies that promote cultural diversity rather than what we call assimilation. Assimilation is when people from different cultures kind of merge together, live together, but multiculturalism is sometimes about keeping people not so much separate, but by respecting different cultures. And some synonyms: diverse, ethnically diverse, multiracial, and inclusive. So there are your 7 words for social issues: inequality, deprived, elite, redistribute, privilege, underprivileged, multicultural,